It was a good come-from-behind win by our team Saturday night. Very resilient and gritty, and kept playing and finding a way, and didn't have a very good first half, but defense held us in there, and finally offensively we got going in the second half and made some plays, and Terrence Franks and Rob Lowe had good games, and then David Mayo and Trey McGovern combined for 44 tackles at linebacker. David Mayo just keeps having week in, week out huge tackle games, and is really having a stellar year. So good to get a conference road win. I believe that was our first conference road win ever in Division I, so that was a landmark for us. And we go on the road again this week, play New Mexico State, good young growing program, and coach is doing a good job, and they're scrappy and in every game, and move the ball fairly well on offense, and will be another challenge for us.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Antonio Castillo from BobcatIllustrated.com. Please go ahead. Antonio?
Yeah, can you hear me, Coach?
I can now.
Okay. Sorry about that, Coach. Congratulations, and again, on a hard-fought win, Coach. Just wanted to ask you, Coach, you kind of mentioned it as far as the struggles in the first half. What did y'all do different, Coach, at the half, whether it was play calling or scheme, Coach, that led to the 22-point rally, Coach?
I don't think there was any difference in play calling. It was the players executed better, and their defense is good, and they're tough against the run, and to our credit, we rushed for well over 200 yards when the day was done. But I think the biggest thing, it just took us a little while to get into our rhythm and get a feel and make some first downs and continue some drives and get a little field position. It wasn't much different than last year when we got to the locker room at halftime. I said, guys, this is right where we were last year, and we have a chance to win the football game. So we're okay. We just got to come out and play better in the second half. And our players, I think, got a better feel for going against their guys and the different things and looks that they got, and the tempo and speed of how they played, and they executed far better. They really deserve all the credit.
Coach, one more question for you quickly. I saw it, and you're right, UMM had the best defense coming into the game. I think they got to Tyler 5 more times, and over the last 2 games, I think it's close to either 9 or 10 sacks. Coach, is there anything up front with the offensive line right now that you see any struggles, and is that maybe contributing to, obviously, the passing yards and maybe the efficiency of the passing game not being the same? Anything that you see, Coach, that maybe you guys are working on or want to focus, obviously, coming down the stretch run here?
Well, a couple of our sacks the other night were a tight end and a running back, so it's not all the offensive line's product, and then some of it has been coverage, so it's a combination of different things. But, we're constantly looking at it and trying to I think the line really has done a better job than what we think. Monroe is a good sack team. They blitz a lot, and so they had a lot of sacks going into the game. And Lafayette, obviously, is a great defensive front. So it's a combination of us, and it's a combination of playing good people. And we may need to move Tyler around more. The biggest thing is not to get behind the chains and get into those situations where they can tee off on us in the pass rush.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck this week. We'll see you in Las Cruces.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. And next questions come from Matt with the Jonesboro Sun. Matt, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. How are you doing this morning?
Good.
Just one question I wanted to ask you about David Mayo having, obviously, an incredible game. Just, what are your thoughts on him, and what all was he doing to put himself in position to make that many tackles? I don't think I've ever heard of a 22-tackle game.
He's done it a couple times now. David's a 3-year starter. He's been a really good player for us all 3 years. He's just gotten better and better. He's about 6'1". He's 240 pounds right now. He runs really good. I think the things that Coach Thompson's done, course, you know Coach T well. With him and our defense have put him in positions to make plays. But David's studied the game and studies the opponent, and he's a sideline-to-sideline type football player, and we're keeping him free where he can make plays, and he's making a bunch of them right now.
Would you say this is a lot of natural instinct, or there's a lot of athletic instinct there, or a combination of both, or, I guess how would you describe him in those regards?
It's both. I think he has a good nose for the football he has since the day we recruited him. But David's a good athlete. He can run. For 240 pounds, he runs well. He can cover. He can do a lot of different things. And he's a good student of the game. So, when you put in the time with film study and practice study and practice with the purpose that he does every day, he's got a high motor and does the things that he needs to do to be ready on game day. He just doesn't show up and run and make tackles. He works at it from a film standpoint, a practice standpoint, to get himself ready.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach.
You bet.